like Pippen. Yeah. I'm okay.
All right, hey, good morning. Good morning. All right, man. Here we go, man. This is day one. It's going to take everybody in this room. I want to do something special. Do you?
Hell
I swear to God, I want to do something special. Like everything from this point moving forward is how do we position ourselves to have the best possible spot to now move forward.
How do you sustain the hype? You have to show up at Arrowhead.
People said nice things about the Lions. It doesn't mean anything. It all starts tonight.
We locking the gates tonight. It's us in there. Us in there. Come out this swing. Come out this swing. Wait on me. 1, 2, 3.
Throws. It is incomplete pickoff. Picked up by the Lions. Brian Branch with it left side. He's gone, baby. He's going to the house.
Hey, remember this. We are built for this, boys. We are built for this.
Goff takes. Keeps it himself. Left side. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Got a man wide open. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
This is a Lions team that's a wagon. We're in the middle of wagon season.
Craig Reynolds with a big block to help spring up. Jameson makes the catch. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. That's what I'm talking about.
They get to 5.
We're doing something special. We're going to continue to do something special today.
This is a really exciting team with the Detroit Lions.
Vamos, Lions.
We're going to hit bumps in the road. You were built for that. This team is built for that.
It is a touchdown and Seattle's going to win
We need that as a drop.
When you're looking for the definition of fraudulent, that's what the damn Detroit Lions showed you today. I'm out on the Lions because they haven't turned a corner.
When we hit hard times, we keep pushing forward. We know what that's about. Nobody handles this shit like we do.
Fuck, dude, I'm about to tear
Goff
up.
gives it to Montgomery. Cutback lane is there. There he goes left sideline, outside the numbers. 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
They are a thrilling team to watch.
We're doing this. Keep on. Go. You got to believe not in yourself, but the man next to you.
Fields looking, getting it hit. Gonna go down. Ball's loose. It's kicked out of the end zone. That's a safety. That's a safety. Lions gonna win this game.
We come out here each and every play for your brothers and dominate.
Dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. They needed a statement, and they made one.
Man, I'm proud of you. And we got more to go.
The Lions organization is on the cusp of really terrific things.
It's to go right there.
Everybody stand up for 1 second, please.
This part, dude.
All right. Turn around and look at the very back of the room. All right. And just, what does it say there? Alex, what does the top one say?
It is 1992 last playoff win.
Okay. Deck, what does the next one say?
1993 last division championship.
Got it. Charles, what about the next one?
1957 last league championship.
Good. Sit down, please. Man, we build our legacy now. We build our legacy now. We are in a unique position with this team. We're able to do something that not many teams are able to do, and that's to build a legacy. Some have. That's what I think of. It's not, man, are we going to be able to get it? No. We're going to do it, gentlemen. We will do it. But everything is about setting ourselves up. That's what I'm thinking. That's why division championship, we get a home game. They got to come through us. And you know what? So be it. If we got to go somewhere else, fine. But that's what this is about, man. The end in mind, the vision. And our legacy starts now. All right? We're going to do something special, gentlemen. And we will never forget this season. Ever.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, baby! Come on! Come on! Yeah, man. Goosebumps. If that doesn't fucking, like, that doesn't get the gears turning.
I'm just emotional. I've seen it 5 times already.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times and gets you every time, man. So
Holy
awesome.
shit,
Shout out to
that's
the
great.
Lions social media staff for putting that together. Just a beautiful, beautiful work of art. And what up, though? Shout out to all of you for joining us live here on a Victory Tuesday, celebrating the NFC North champions for the first time in team history, your Detroit Lions. Going into Minnesota taking down the Vikings, claiming their rightful place as kings of the fucking North. We said it was going to happen. We've been saying all season. The Lions are winning this division. The Lions are winning this division. But they went out and they took this division. They went out there and they won this division. Just, what's your initial reaction? What is your initial reaction? I'm Spencer. He's Eazy. We got Kool-Aid. We got Chris. We got all of you. Appreciate you for joining us. Shout out to Kool-Aid. Working triple, quadruple, centuple time here today.
Fresh off the holiday. Happy holidays, everyone, too, by the way.
Happy Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day. You know, I sent it out, I tweeted it out like later in the night, but it really felt like, in a heavyweight way to put it, if this division win hit me like edibles. Because it happened, and I was like, I wanted this to happen, expected this to happen. But then it hit me later. And like the emotions, bro, like they flooded. And I didn't cry. I almost cracked. On there was a video about Dan Campbell. They played like his speech, then all the criticism of it, and the criticism doing like the race car, all like the necessary criticism when he first became head coach, to like when they got that first W when you were there with your dad.
Yeah.
And the players were celebrating him in the locker room.
Minnesota.
Yes, it was awesome. But they were celebrating in the locker room, you know, pouring the water on him and like I just like his journey, man. Like watching him just be ridiculed, people calling for his job every step of the way until I guess now he's finally respected. But it's more than just respected. Like that win they had, the division win, is like that they're the reigning defending champions. The Vikings were. And all the season had them like seem that way. You went into their home because typically for the Detroit Lions throughout my life it would be like some wonky way for us to get there, become like the division champions. Like Minnesota would have lost to like the Raiders or like just some weird shit would have had to happen, and it's just like we got lucky and got it. No, it literally come down 2 weeks before the season even over. We went to the reigning defending division champs' house, one of the loudest like hypest stadiums in the league, by the way. As Lions fans, we could bet the Skull Chance is kind of lit, not gonna lie.
Skull Chance dope.
And we demoed that shit. We went to their fucking house
on Christmas Eve.
And said, "Give me them cookies. Fuck Santa Claus. Fuck your presents. We here. Kings of the North.
Kings of the North.
We tried telling you last year." And it happened. It hit me, bro. At like around like 11 p.m. that night, and I couldn't stop watching all the highlights, all like the music videos. I was loving it. I was eating it up on my timeline. The constant Detroit Lions content. Give it to me.
And this is a
pause.
Pause for sure. This is a no criticism Tuesday. This is a no criticism Tuesday. No matter where you stand, no matter who you like, no matter who you don't like. If you like Aaron Glenn, you don't like Aaron Glenn. If you like Goff, you don't like Goff. If you want, it doesn't matter. They're division champions. This is what we expected. This is what we knew was going to happen. This is what we wanted to see out of this team. And it feels better than I could ever imagine. I can't remember the last time I was as happy as I was on Christmas Eve. Just an amazing day. You guys saw it at the end of the watch party. We were all freaking out. We were hugging. Some people were in tears.
Who's crying?
Nobody was crying.
Who's in tears?
Nobody's crying.
You said some people were in tears.
Gaslight.
Nobody was crying.
You were crying?
No, I wasn't.
Did you cry?
No, I almost did, but I didn't. And then on the post-game show, obviously we got into a little bit. I went at Anson. I'm sorry, Anson.
It was epic.
You call him out in the SOL stuff?
Yeah,
good. He was still saying it.
He was still saying it. Yeah.
He was still.
Yeah. But like I said, man, this is an Appreciation Tuesday. This is a Championship Tuesday.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
We've never had one of these before in my life. In my 27 years of existence, the Lions never.
You're 28 now.
Never. I'm 27.
You're 30.
I'm 42. The Lions have never won a division. They have never hosted a playoff game. And both of those things are happening this year. It's just amazing.
Kool-Aid, did you? I mean, your name's Kool-Aid. Nickname's Kool-Aid. What were your emotions at with that?
Yeah, bro, they were all over the place, man. I'll be for real with you, man. I was over here in the sound booth right when the post game was going on, like, yo, keep it together, because it's been a long time waiting for something like this. Gone through the 0-16 years, gone through a whole lot of the SOL, gone through the talented teams that just couldn't get it done. But to see this squad that, to me, I don't even know if they're as talented as some of the Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson years. But to see them kind of go out there and rally behind Dan Campbell and what Sheila Ford Hamp has put together and Brad Holmes, bro, I don't know, man. It just meant something because we never, I don't think anybody jumped off of the Lions bandwagon even when they super sucked. People still were kind of like, yo, we want to see the Fords maybe sell the team. We want to maybe see them go in a different direction. But this is the one team that everybody in Detroit, don't matter what you believe in, don't matter what you love, this is the one team that everybody has supported. So to see that happen, man, it was dope. Like, man, like my grandfather, he passed the last couple of years. He was like the staunchest Lions fan. He was one of those guys who would not say same old Lions, and he passed at 93.
Yeah.
Like, I wish he could have seen something like this. And I just remember watching games with him, watching games with my pops. Yeah, man, it meant a lot.
This is a football city. Detroit is a football city. It may be hockey town. You know, we have the Pistons, who aren't great right now, but they are a legendary basketball franchise in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's a great college city. It's obviously everybody loves the Tigers, but the Lions hold something more special to everyone's hearts in Detroit. It is a football town. And to see the fans be rewarded like this is just, it's so great to me. I don't know. I'm going to try to finagle my way into Ford Field for that playoff game. Somehow, some way. Ronnie,
Sell your liver.
I hit up Ronnie, hit up somebody.
Yeah.
Try to get in there because, goddamn, the atmosphere in there is going to be insane. They are breaking the volume record, the decibel record. It's going to happen. And I just can't wait. I can't wait. Home playoff game for the first time in my life. If they win it, the city of Detroit's going to burn to the ground.
It's so special for so many other reasons too, and some of that we will get into throughout the show. But like, the other part of it is like just the structure of this team. Like watching that game at one point, I don't remember who. I think it was a small run by Jameer, and it wasn't even like a celebratory run. It was just like the framing of the television at the time was Sam Laporta, J-Mo, and Jameer.
Yeah,
I was just like, bro.
Future is now, old man.
Yeah, bro. These are all guys on the rookie deals.
Yeah.
All guys acquired in the last like 3 years, contributing to winning. Not just like chilling on the sidelines, like even Iffy coming out of nowhere that we're gonna talk about later on today too. Like that's like the special part of it is like this doesn't feel like a gimmick, doesn't feel like a fluke. Like I said, it wasn't like a division win that happened because a certain quarterback got hurt or whatever. Like yeah, guys got hurt in the division, but we won our fair share of games.
Yeah.
We've been dominant all season for the most part. We went and took it.
The crazy thing is
we earned it.
Like I said, all year, from before the year started, throughout the entire year, we all said they're going to win this division. They're going to win a playoff game. We haven't wavered on that. But for them to actually do it, it hits different. It feels different. And this is the first team in NFL history to have rookie teammates combined for 9+ touchdowns in the same season. Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta. This is the first team in NFL history to have a tight end, running back, and wide receiver all have 8+ touchdowns in a season.
Insane.
And they got 2 running backs to do it.
I was about to say.
So they're the first team in NFL history to have the 2 pass catchers and 2 running backs combined for 8+ touchdowns in a season. It's historic what they've been doing. They broke a generational curse. SOL is no more. And it's on to Dallas. You're fighting for the 1 seed in the fucking conference.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Didn't you guys bury the same old Lions on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's where it started.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
Chris, how you feeling?
I feel amazing because, you know, I really got into football in the last couple years. Always rooted from afar for anything Detroit. But it was just something special, man. This whole season to watch everybody buy into this one team like Kool-Aid spoke on. And it was really cool to, after that division win happened, it didn't really hit me like that because I was at home watching it with my dad, and then afterwards I kind of went to my other job and I was out and about in the city, and it was just everybody that had Lions gear on was just smiling head to toe, like everybody, and they just gave everybody that look without even saying anything. They just that smile of understanding of like, we did it, we really did something special here. And so that's what's a beautiful thing about sports. That's what all of this is about, just connecting. And it was something, it was a moment I'll never forget, and a moment that I'll always cherish, even even being, the basketball guy, to have a moment like that just transcends everything. That's sports right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
It was storybook-esque, man.
It is the brand new Lions.
Yes, sir.
It is.
Shout out to D-Mac in the Woodward Sports chat. Chris, you want to talk about Glorious Cannabis? Is talking some more about the Detroit Lions, brand new Detroit Lions?
Yes, I will. Glorious Cannabis is back with a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of your Detroit football. And they are getting that playoff win. That is coming very, very soon. But check one of these pre-rolls out if you haven't had them. They are so sweet. You can find them at Dispo Dispensary and get them 25% off using the promo code Woodward at checkout. Visit gloriouscanna.com.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper.
Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes regional locations, Metro Detroit, and Greater Lansing. For more information, go to OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Lions, NFC North Division champions. Didn't think it was, I don't know, it's weird. I didn't think it was going to hit me this hard because, like I said, I expected this. Mm-hmm. I expected them to win this division. I knew they were going to win this division. But still, it's different when you see it on paper. I ordered my hat and shirt. I ordered the NFC North Champions hat. I ordered the locked-in NFC Champion long sleeve t-shirt. Can't wait for those to get here. It's just an amazing feeling. And it starts from the top. To see how this organization went from Matt Patricia and Dan fucking Quinn, Bob Quinn, to Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, and a division championship in 3 years is just amazing. And it starts with Sheila Hamp, and it starts with the front office. And I heard the morning show say it, which I really liked, that the three things you have to get right in the NFL are head coach, GM, and quarterback. And the Lions have the best head coach, GM, and quarterback combination in the NFC North.
Yeah.
By far.
By far.
And that's why they won it. So, I love it. I love it. Shouts out to all those guys. Shouts out to the front office. Sheila Hamp, Rod Wood, Chris Spielman, Ray Agnew, Brad Holmes. Everybody that had a piece in doing this deserves all the credit in the world.
Yeah. Even
we had to
Mike
sacrifice
Disney.
the Pistons to make it happen, but damn it, that's a trade I'll take.
Worth it. No, I shot that guy Corey Woods who released it this weekend. I guess Mike Disney was the guy that kind of like discovered Dan Campbell after the league sent out like a couple candidates to look over. And once he saw that and the whatever video they had, he went straight to I believe it was who's the president's name? I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. I apologize. Rod Wood. Brought to Rod Wood. Sheila's like, yeah, let's bring him in. We absolutely have to bring this guy. Talk about Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
The day Campbell shot his shot. I mean, he spoke about it. I don't know if it was either post game or if it was you spoke to the media today, but he had mentioned like this is probably like one of the only places. Because you mentioned like shots like the leadership from top to bottom. Like, yes, I've been preaching Sheila Ford getting her flowers forever now.
Yeah.
And Dan Campbell
Studio B.
Put even exactly. He put even more perspective too, where he's like, yeah, that's probably one of the only places that would have gave me an opportunity as I am to be able to operate and function and run the organization as he is. And then if you think about it, the NFL does go a lot deeper. These sports franchises do go a lot deeper. You got the Yankees. You're not allowed to have any like facial hair or mustaches. Certain places they want you to dress up every single time. No, Dan Campbell's allowed to be himself. He's allowed to make the jokes. He's allowed to wear what he wants, whether he's coming in like in sweats or whatever to get the job done. Doesn't matter because they know he's going in and putting the work in. But Sheila's offered that. And that's just something like, it's another piece of it that I guess hasn't really been up to us. But we should have known when she hit the media a couple years back, when people wanted him fired, it was like, look, we know it's going to be a process. I'm allowing these guys to do the job, unlike Tom Gores. But anyway, she did so, and we're being rewarded with that. Like I said, man, it wasn't even like a winning point in the game. I mean, we probably winning at that point, but just the frame of those three guys, Jameer, Laporta, and J-Mo. Like you got Penei, Amon Ra. These are all guys in the past three drafts. Not just being it's sustainable, but it's only going to continue to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this thing's going to get better. And I know I was one of the guys sort of fit at the trade deadline because I wanted another piece, because I wanted to contend now, because I'm a big believer in Ben Johnson. I don't know what the team's going to look like beyond him. We're not going to talk about that today, though. But I guess I see a little bit more of the vision. I guess I could try to be a little bit more patient, because like look at what this guy's built in just such a short time. And not only just like the players and aspects of himself and the talent, but like the culture part of it too. Like these are like the Dan Campbell guys. And these are the guys that are going to be the vets at some point when the other new guys come in. And they're always going to have this story to reflect on. Like, look, man, when I got here, they were 3-13. When I got here, it was all bad. They're talking about firing our coach. When I got here, we fired 2 of our position coaches back-to-back years. Like, we overcame that. When I got here, we started 1-6. And then we almost made the damn playoffs. Would have made the playoffs. The Seahawks and fucked us over. Like, it's just establishing something that I feel could be sustained for quite a long time. And it's truly special from that aspect, man.
It really is. It really is. It's an amazing thing how much they've accomplished in such a short period of time. And if Brad Holmes can do with the defense what he did with this offense in 2 drafts, you're going to have one of the best rosters in the history of the NFL. Like, if he can do with the defense what he did with the offense in the next draft and a half, you're going to have one of the best rosters in the history of the NFL in a couple of years. And it's just extremely impressive to watch. It's extremely impressive to see them go out there and continue to do this. All of them, never wavering, never changing who they are. Shepard keeping the dreads.
Yeah.
AG still yelling at the sideline, chirping with people. Dan Campbell doing his double shot. That, how much these players are bought into this coaching staff is so evident. When you see these post-game pressers, these inside the locker room moments, how much love in the eyes of the players when they're looking at Dan Campbell, when they're looking at this coaching staff. It's impressive, man. They're a family. It's a culture made, and it is now being rewarded with on-the-field victories, banners being raised, and home playoff games being held in Ford Field.
And again, it's expected. Like heading into the season, I had these expectations. I mean, you watch that video, and if you guys missed it, it is worth rewinding back to watch. If you hadn't seen it yourself on social media, it's been shared by Adam Schefter, everybody, because it's a phenomenal job of the Detroit Lions and their social media team. But when Dan Campbell spoke that, he spoke everything into existence. Like, one of my takeaways from the presser, because I get we're within media, but not like the clickbaity, garbage, trash ass, like national media. Like, I'm trying to take away, like, what this team's going to be from that initial presser with Dan Campbell. And they asked him, like, how do you visualize this team? And he mentioned, like, the kneecap biting. But the other thing he mentioned there, too, is, like, I think it was, I don't remember who asked the question, but they asked, like, what kind of identity you're going to have? And he said, that's exactly it. We're going to be tough as shit. You're not going to know what's coming each week, because we're going to utilize whatever your weakness is, we're going to beat you at it.
Yeah.
And to a pulp at that point. And it's the way, it's the kneecap biting style. But that's what this team has grown to be.
Brooklyn style.
I mean, one of the reasons I've been like hyping up this game against the Dallas Cowboys, listen, the Dallas Cowboys, when you run the football on them, they're beatable. When the Detroit Lions go against they can run the shit out of the football if they want to. They got to a point with Jared Goff, and think of them as you may, they can pass the shit out of the ball if they want to. They got tons of weapons. They could beat you almost at every facet of the game. And now the defensive side's coming a little bit healthier, even healthier too. If you think about the fact we got Aleem McNeil, James Houston, and CJ GJ on his way back, by the way. It's getting even healthier. You got to start seeing a lot more other scary shit we're seeing. But, like, you see this defense come along as these pieces that, like, AG envisioned or Brad Holmes envisioned. You see the defense start to come alive too. But this is exactly what Dan Campbell told us was going to happen. In the same way he told us that's going to be the style of this team. It's besting your worst asset. He's been saying when he told those guys to turn around and look at the back of that room. When's the last time you had a home playoff game? Check. When's the time you see a division win? Check. And when the first time I watched that video, when the goosebumps really hit me, when was the last league championship? 1957. Now, I can't say check yet, but the way he's reading that off, and it's processing in your head like, oh shit, we did that. 1993, last division win or division title. Oh shit, we did that. 1957, last league championship. ... Dun 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 dun, because here we come, motherfucker. Ah, man, I fucking love this team, man. I love this team. I love Dan Campbell. I love Sheila Fordham. And I'm proud to be a Detroit Lions fan for, like, one of the rare moments of my life to be proud to be a Detroit Lions fan.
One of the first times. It's
not a fugazi either. It's a real deal. You can see it play out.
You can see
Saturday.
Sustained success.
Yes.
In the future with the draft picks, with the young talent, with the players that you bring in. Like, it's something that has set up for sustainability. So I'm extremely excited to see how far they can take it, how far they can push. And next goal, getting the 1 seed would be nice. Beating Dallas would be nice. Your next goal is to win a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing on your list is win a playoff game.
Yeah.
For the first time in 31 years.
And by the way, expectations. That is my expectations of this team.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, that's your expectations too. So if you're flying to win with the heavyweights, let's say this ride ain't over yet. And that's why I have tears yet. But when that situation goes down, I'm gonna be running like a faucet.
Yeah.
Not just my nose either. I'm moving stuff. I'm probably crying. Win some playoff games, man.
Yeah.
For damn sure. So a home playoff game too. It's gonna be crazy, man. But I gotta tell you guys about Mark White. All right. If you want to come up here in Detroit and be part of the festivity of Detroit Lions win that home playoff game, hit up my guy Mark White. Because right now he can save you up to $5,000 in your closing costs of your new home. That's $5,000 on the closing costs of your new home. That's my guy Mark White. It's markwhitesells.com or call him up at 248-290-8242.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave a 5-star review for Eazy, for Kool-Aid, for Chris. I am Spencer. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We just got done talking about what this win really means for the Detroit Lions, for Detroit Lions fans. Now, you mentioned some guys coming back. And a guy that could possibly be back for Dallas, for the Dallas game, is one CD Deuce, the player formerly known as Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But you look at this Lions secondary right now, and the man who stepped up, not the stepdad, the dad who stepped up, Fontu Melifonwu, in 2 games, since he's been a starter, since he's taken the place of Tracy Walker, has 14 total tackles, 11 of them being solo tackles, 3 sacks, an interception, and a forced fumble.
Yeah.
Man's been playing lights out. Man's been all over the field.
Yeah.
Man's talking choppy, eh?
Yeah.
So I just love to see it. And the depth the Lions have in this secondary, the best safety room in the NFL. The secondary is deep. You're getting back a playmaker in Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. What do you do with that? With Iffy playing the way he is, with Kirby getting 2 interceptions to add to his season total last week, Brian Branch playing like a stud, getting an interception, dropping one in the end zone where he could have had 2.
Yeah.
What do you do with CD Deuce coming back?
Man, it's something that like I was truly kind of like perplexed about and like nervous about, just because he's been playing so well. Listen, last week when CD Deuce's 21-day window was activated, Aaron Glenn spoke to the media. And Aaron Glenn can come off a little bit like an a-hole, you know what I'm saying? But he's a stern guy. You know, he doesn't hold back when he speaks, and he kind of was like cutthroat with the media. He was like, don't ask me any questions when it comes to Fontu Melifonwu and CJGJ and who's going to play a safety position once he's finally healthy. Meaning, I think there may be some turmoil. Because if he's performing at like a high level,
very high level,
to the point where, like, I don't know if you guys watch Good Morning Football, but I caught it today, and Devin McCourty at the Super Bowl winner with the Patriots, and was he part of the Titans team too, if I wasn't mistaken? He's been part of like some successful teams, a former defensive back himself. He ranks like the defensive backs in the league. Number 5 on his list today was Fontu Melifonwu, alongside of Kyle Hamilton, and the rest of the names you expect to see on that list. But Fontu Melifonwu being on that list after just 2 games starting at the position, he's doing amazing things. The stats that he put up, the stats you just said, the past 2 games, we're rivaling that of guys that have been playing the position the entire season. And just a 2-game spurt. It's truly, like, it's special. And if you're Aaron Glenn, and you're also coming away with victories on top of it, how do you move away from that?
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can. And I got to thinking, Spinny, CJGJ came here to play the nickel. Brian Branch was just so good as a standout rookie in camp that they moved him to safety, and we're like, okay, we'll play him we'll just have both our playmakers on here. I think there's a way it still works. I love Brian Branch. Still high hopes for Brian Branch. But if I want my best playmakers, and Brian Branch had interceptions in the past game too. It's a tough decision for anybody to make. But I think what's going to end up happening is we could have the best of both worlds. If he still plays safety, we just move CJGJ down to play that nickel quarterback spot. That was like that kind of hybrid spot he played in New Orleans anyway. I think it could work with having both CJGJ and if you're on the field together in that situation. And again, Brian's good, but CJGJ is more experienced in it. Was in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah. I don't like taking Branch off the field either.
But for CJGJ,
this Lions team has shown that they don't care what your name is. They don't care how much you're getting paid. They don't care where you were, where you came from, what you do. The only thing they care about is results and success on the field. And I don't think they'll take a spot away from a guy having the kind of success that we're seeing in this secondary between the safeties and the nickel spot. I don't think you can take Brian Branch off the field. You can't take Iffy Melifonwu off the field. You can't take Kirby Joseph off the field. Not after what they've done the past couple weeks. Now, if you go into Dallas and people are getting exposed and guys are running free, then that opens up a possibility to make some changes. But as of right now, man, it's tough. It's tough for me to say, yeah, take Brian Branch off the field. Yeah, take Iffy Melifonwu off the field. I love Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He is an awesome player, brings a lot. He's a top-tier playmaker, brings leadership, brings swag, hits hard, takes the ball away. You want him on the field for sure. But who are you sitting down?
It's going to be Branch, man. I think that's why you saw his snaps get reduced just to nickel a few games back in the Chicago Bears game. Because remember, for a minute there, he's kind of playing both safety and nickel. Well, obviously they got Iffy, who they want at the safety position now. Nickel Listen, man, I think it's CJ's spot. If he earns it, obviously. Because I'm in the camp with you, too. This team, this is why we had the whole pizza bet on the meat missile. I was like, I get he's first round. I get all that. But I just think it's going to be who's experienced and who's ready to play. As much as, and let's be real about Branch a little bit here, too. Holding call in the last game. I think there's been a holding call in almost every single game. And I'm not shitting on him, by the way. I'm just like pointing these things out while also having a guy like CJ DJ in the wing waiting to come back. You think, too, with the CJ DJ, he's such a vocal piece of this defense. Like for the secondary, but the defense as a whole. Like his presence just means something. You heard Aiden Hutchinson, he said it was cap as he posted a picture of someone's buttocks in the same photo. But Aiden said he's already back out there starting fights and practice and whatnot. Like I as much as I love Branch, if CJ DJ perceived as the better player, which whatever, that could be up for debate. I'm damn sure the more experienced player in these playoff situations, I think that's what's going to have to happen.
Can you see a world where Chauncey Gardner-Johnson plays the outside corner spot?
No, hell no. He's never played that in his NFL career. To my knowledge, that's just not been like his thing. And at this point in the season, I don't know if that's like a type of change you're trying to make. I'd rather have guys that are stable than like what they're doing. And this is the team that hasn't shied away from experimenting that way. I'll give you that. Like when we saw Will Harris out there for a couple snaps and Jerry Jacobs got hurt, I was in worlds of trouble. I was having anxiety, panic attacks, all kinds of stuff. So they've experimented that way, but I don't think so. I think, again, as much as we love Branch, as much as it's been a fun story, as much of a gem he's been for Brad Holmes in that second round, I just think that's going to be the move that's going to have to be made if we want to sustain success and familiarity with this defense with a playmaker like CJ DJ. Kool-Aid, Chris, you guys want to chime in on this one?
Go ahead.
Yeah, on CJ GJ, look, I love the energy and the leadership he brings to this squad, like the ampness, but we've seen this defense honestly have that even while he was out, man. And with some of these players that have just kind of stepped up in his absence, I think it's a good problem for the Lions to have. I don't think that you can ever have too much depth. I do believe that it'd be good for the Lions to get him out there for a couple plays when he gets back a game. Just because I think you got to see what you have in CJ GJ. You never know what's going to happen to the players that are up right now. So I do believe it'd be good to be able to get them some reps, be able to get them back into the flow of things. I'm hoping they do that before the end of the season, before the playoffs start, because you got to know your personnel going into the postseason. You just have to. Even if it is maybe finding a way to put him in a different position, maybe that he hasn't really played that much in his career, but a position where you can get some of these high-level defensive backs on the field at the same time, man. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But I think the Lions are in a really good position with all these players coming back. Lean, James Houston, CJ GJ. They're in a really good position. They've treaded water, haven't lost back-to-back games this year.
Yeah, it reminds me of Tracy Walker, right? When we were talking about Tracy Walker at the beginning of the season. A very good depth piece. And that may end up being what Brian Branch is this year or CJ DJ, whichever one it is. But I also go back to Jerry Jacobs at the beginning of the season, right? Like, he started off on a heater. What he did in that Packers game in Green Bay was incredible. And then he kind of went through his lows and he struggled. And so while Iffy is playing great right now, CJ DJ provides you the flexibility to where if he cools off or even, again, obviously injury goes down, CJ DJ is someone that can step up, or Brian Branch. So you're creating versatility, and that's something that Brad Holmes has talked about through drafting, and Dan Campbell has talked about with this team. That's how they built this roster, is flexibility, is guys being able to do multiple things so that they can put them in different positions and ultimately just get the best out of each player. So I trust Dan Campbell and his coaching staff to figure out what CJ DJ's role is. I'm with you, Eazy. I would lean just the veteran presence over Brian Branch. As good as Brian Branch has been, his tackling has been phenomenal, not just interceptions, but he's been an elite tackler for us this season. So I like what he brings to the table, but CJ DJ is a veteran presence, and like you said, one that, not even 12 months ago was playing football, and he was playing at the biggest stage of football. So I would lean that trust.
Yeah, I think another thing to think about too is Ifantu Melifonwu has been drafted as a cornerback out of Syracuse. So you're talking about like CJ GJ possibly playing outside corner. I think if any type of moves being made like that, it would kind of make sense if he can hold it down. But maybe if he could play outside corner.
Yeah.
That's what he was drafted as. So maybe you do sneak CJG back in his spot. Keep Branch right there. Because not like, as much of a success as it's been in replacement of Jerry Jacobs, it's not like Kendall Vildor or Khalil Dorsey have been like game changers per se.
Kendall Vildor looked pretty good.
Like they're playing fine, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they're like him, though. You know what I'm saying? Where I obviously we've seen tendencies out of, we know that CJG has him tendencies. We know that Iffy has those him tendencies that we've seen in the past 2 games at least. Like,
I don't know about moving Iffy to corner after what he's been doing at safety the past couple of games.
No, I'm with you too, but it makes more sense than moving CJG to outside corner. This has never been a trait of his. Where, you know, with Iffy, he's been drafted there. But all actuality, man, I think what it comes down to is as much as we love him, I think Branch might be
the odd man out.
Yeah, in a reserve spot or you know, reserved for like separate packages in itself. Maybe, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to watch. But hey, I saw in the chat somewhere it's a good problem to have, and I agree.
It is definitely a good problem to have when you have playmakers coming back and guys that can play a lot of different positions. There is so much you can do with this defense. Like, you have these outside, like even Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
Sutton was primarily a slot receiver when he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things on this defense, and they're getting healthy. They're getting healthier, and we're going to see more usage out of these guys. We're going to see more highlight plays made, bringing in these kind of playmakers in the back end of this defense. So I'm excited to see what they do and how they get rolling as the playoffs come around. But now, speaking of defense, let me tell you about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, you have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Dispo Dispensary is your one-stop shop for the best curated cannabis in the business, on top of cannabis products such as lotion, creams, freaking cheese puffs. They got it all. Dispo Dispensary with over 12 locations. They're the number one place to visit. It's disposhops.com if you want it delivered to you at Dispo Dash. It's Dispo, your local cannabis plug.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward
Boner.
Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening, leave a 5-star review. You got Eazy, you got Kool-Aid, you got Chris, I'm Spencer. What else can you ask for? One thing you could ask for is the Lions getting the number 1 seed in the NFC. Ooh. Is that something realistic you can ask for? Is that something Lions fans should be holding out hope for? If the Lions win out, they would need a loss from the San Francisco 49ers to claim the number 1 seed in the NFC and a first-round bye in the playoffs. Is that something you think is possible for these Detroit Lions?
I think last time I saw it was like a 5% chance to happen. Detroit Lions getting the number 1 seed.
I think the 49ers play the Rams and the
Commanders, right?
The Commanders.
Yeah, Rams,
The
Commanders.
last two games, obviously the Lions played Dallas and Minnesota, and the Eagles
Cardinals
play
and
the
Giants.
Cardinals and the Giants.
Which they almost lost the Giants. This is a week ago or this past. Yeah, actually last night.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking the Booner path
For number 1 seed.
for the number 1 seed?
I love Booner. I love the concept of the path. I've had my heart set on the number 2 seed. Just because it feels more plausible than the number 1 seed. We did see the mighty 49ers fall last night, but it was also a great team in the Ravens. I don't think they have another team like that on their schedule. I think they're also, it's one of those bounce back games that we had against the Ravens. Like, we got our asses whooped. Okay, next game, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make me fucking hit you.
You fucking want
you
one?
want one? You know what I'm saying? So I think the 49ers have that. And honestly, I'm waiting for the Eagles to wake up and have a couple of those games too. I said it like early in the season. Like, I think it was at the Bills game. Like, this team's kind of run out of its magic a little bit here. Like, just playing so many tough teams and just like barely skating by. It's been impressive, but you got Hurts getting injured in the process. Whatever situation he has with his knee. I feel like that's more plausible to happen than like the 49ers taking another L. So I've kind of set my heart and my eyes on the number 2 seed. I don't know if that sounds bad. If people don't want to hear that, but like that's where I've fallen with that.
So you're
expectation.
saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. 5% chance for number 1.
5%.
By whatever advanced analytic it is, but number 2 is where I've
Thicker than
laid
the
my
milk
eyes.
I drink.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
When they say 2%, what's the other 98%? But no, I think that the Lions, again, I do think they're going to end up with the 2 seed. I don't think the 49ers are going to lose another game this year. It depends on the injury status, what's going on. They lost like 7 offensive linemen in their last game against the Ravens. And man, the Ravens are scary. But if the Lions go into Jerry's world and take care of business against the Cowboys, things look pretty good.
That's the game.
Look pretty good if you're trying to get that number 1 seed. I don't see it happening, but there is a possibility.
That's like where I'm at too. And Chris, if you want, I did put one last tweet in there for my guy Eric Woodward. You got it already? Yeah. Oh, sweet. You want to throw it up there? That's where my heart's at too. Because in order for any of this to be imaginable or even a thing, you have to beat the Dallas Cowboys. That's where the mission should be. That's a tough team, bro. 15-1 the past 2 years.
7-0 at home.
Yes, undefeated this year. 51 the past 2 years. They don't lose at home often or at all, really. And that's what Dan Campbell fears too. He said the biggest opponent over the stretch is satisfaction and complacency. And that's where I'm at too. I don't want to be thinking about the number 1 seed. I want to be thinking about the challenges up ahead of us. And that's another playoff caliber team. A playoff team in the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm running out of voice, so I'm passing it over to you.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys they're a scary team at home. When in the friendly confines of AT&T Stadium, they play like Super Bowl contenders. Dak Prescott plays like an MVP candidate. When they're at home in Dallas, in Jerry's world, with all those toothless motherfuckers cheering them on, they get excited, man. Fuck Cowboys fans. But the Lions got a chance. Like you said, man, the Dallas Cowboys defense is not good when it comes to stopping the run. The Detroit Lions have the second best run offense in the NFL. They can go in there, and if they could shove the ball down the throats of the Dallas Cowboys at home, take their pants off in front of all their fans, and show them where the wild goose goes, like they could win that game. They could win that game through pure dominance in the trenches. If you run the ball consistently against the Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons falls off the planet. It's like he doesn't even know what to do. They don't know what to do with him. Can't rush the passer if you're running the ball every play. When he's at linebacker, he's not nearly as effective as he is as an edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. It's a different world. It's a different world when you go down there in Jerry's world. You're playing a Cowboys team that not a lot of people have beaten in a long time. But the Lions have the makeup, they have the recipe to where I could see it happening. I don't think it will, but it's possible.
I think it's definitely possible. I mean, listen, I've been on that train for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the Woodward Sports chat will watch the show. I was like, call me a scaredy cat. Like, I'm not a scaredy cat. I'm realistic. And I get for some like situations like you would claim the Dallas Cowboys being a fearful game as realistic too, but I just don't think so. Like when I see the way these teams match up, and if we're able to come in there and we bring our best game and put our best foot forward, I think this is a more than winnable game for the Detroit Lions. I think we have everything it takes to dominate this team. It's just up to like when we have those opportunities to pass the ball, as long as we're not fucking it up. Because every single game this Dallas Cowboys have lost, it's been when they're getting the ball ran down their throat.
Yeah.
They're getting, again, against their will. The ball's getting constantly
put up
ran
40 on them.
Yeah. They got beat by like Arizona Cardinals, Spinny.
Just odds.
They're primed for a top 5, top 10 pick in this draft. But what they did, they ran the shit out of the football. And guess what the Detroit Lions top 3, top 2 at in the league right now?
Running the football.
Running the football. Guess what's finally healthy and all together right now?
That offensive line.
We are more than capable of going to Dallas with the same exact recipe the San Francisco 49ers force-fed them. Running the damn ball and keeping that offense off the field.
A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And again, the people coming back healthy, it's not going to be this week. I'm talking about Aleem. If you want to throw that one up there too, Chris, I'm talking about Aleem and CJ DJ and
James Hillstone.
James Hillstone. His Houston, his clock might be starting soon too, by the way. I'm obviously hopeful that like this trio, or at least a third of it, is ready to go in this game. Because I think that helps you a lot more. That's where you want to get realistic or fearful, is that you talk about this Detroit Lions defense going up against the Dallas Cowboys offense, just because they
got a CD over there too. Who's pretty fucking good.
Yes, their CD.
And say what you want about Rain Dakota. It's when he's in Jerry's world, the man plays lights out.
Yeah, he's an MVP candidate. And CD's a type where he's just like virtually unguardable. As long as he makes the catch, that's been his only fault to me when I watch him as a player. Is like he just can't consistently catch the ball, but he's sure as hell lethal. He's a dangerous MF.
Yeah.
When it comes to like defending it in our secondary, that's what is why like I don't think you really staple Brian Branch is like for sure starting over CJ TJ's, because like let's be realistic about the defense. It hasn't really been all that. We gotta be real about this, the secondary especially. I mean all of it really, but like. That's our weakness as a defense, as a secondary. And like you said, CD's a dangerous dude. It's just like if we run the ball, though, you keep them off the field. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Chris?
I think it's more possible than it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, because how could you not think that way coming off of the Lions performances that you had? But Eazy, you brought up the excellent point of the defense and everything that it's missing. It really does make me fearful of this game as far as keeping the 1 seed alive or the hopes of the 1 seed. But it's definitely possible because they do struggle against the run. And that is the one thing that the Lions do at their best. And I think that was the one criticism we had of Ben Johnson the last few weeks, was that they weren't leaning into the run enough, which is the backbone of everything for this team. And so if the Lions get back to that, which it seems like they have, then I like their chances. But that being said, there's a reason that Dallas is a, last I checked, 6-point favorite heading into this game. So, it's not going to be a easy game to win.
Amp Shut in the Woodward Sports Chat says, I'm going to the game this week, section 145, corner of the end zone. If we win, I'm pretty sure I'm getting into a fight because I'm going to be talking cash shit. I love that, bro. I love that. Get down there, shake Jerry's Worlds up. I want to see Honolulu Blue in the crowd in Jerry's World. That'd be awesome. I wonder how many Lions fans we're going to see in Dallas.
That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one.
It's because I know a couple guys that travel like typically kind of regularly. It's not just like a Dallas Cowboys game. By the way, you're talking about like recipes or like you want to draw up storylines and scenarios. Like it's also like it's a get right game for the Cowboys a little bit there too. I think they're coming off back-to-back losses, not mistaken. Going for the Bills and losing to the Miami Dolphins. Now you're coming home. We don't routinely win. We got the Detroit Lions maybe coming off a little bit of emotional like roller coaster because like complacency is a thing that Dan Campbell's nervous about because this is a young team. And they may have feel like they kind of like did it right there. And they might get punched in. I mean, I like the way he was talking at the press conference. He was all business. There was no more like celebratory tone in his voice. So I'm glad that's a piece of it. But it's a recipe for
disaster. Takes a lot out of you. Takes a lot out of you when like that. It's a big emotional game. Clinching the division. Yeah, Easy's been doing God knows what to make his throat sound like that. But it takes a lot out of the Lions, and there are a lot of different factors going into this game. So we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a primetime game. It's Saturday, 8:15. Should be a great game. I know everybody here is going to be watching it. We're going to come back. We're going to go a little bit more into that defense when we come back. But first, let me tell you all about Planet Fitness. Platte Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month. No matter where you are, there's a Platte Fitness close by. There's 50 in Metro Detroit, more than thousands throughout the world. Platte Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new Down Home Comfort Dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
www.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave a 5-star review for Eazy, for Kool, for Chris. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Now, we talked about a little bit of the matchups going forward, the path to the 1 seed, guys coming back, different things for the Detroit Lions. Let's go back into this game. This NFC North championship winning game that the Lions did. And the first thing that sticks out is the defense. Yeah, Nick Mullins went out there and threw up, 400 yards almost.
Throw it up.
But that's exactly what he was doing. Closing his eyes and throwing it up.
He was playing 500.
Bro was playing 500 for real. He said, dead or alive, and throwing that boy. So you need to put some context into that. And the biggest thing that stands out to me on paper, the Lions defense, 4 sacks, 4 interceptions, and only 17 yards rushing. The Minnesota Vikings only had 17 yards rushing against this Detroit Lions defense. Minnesota! And you look at some of these individual performances. Kirby Joseph, 9 total tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 passes defended. Brian Branch, 6 total tackles, a sack, 2 passes defended, interception. Also had that dropped interception in that zone. Ife Melifonwu, 5 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2 passes defended, interception to seal the game. Those safeties and nickel were going absolutely nuts for the Detroit Lions. It was beautiful to watch. Ife Melifonwu has been coming off the edge into that pass rush and absolutely cleaning people's clock, destroying quarterbacks. It's so fun to watch these guys go out there. Guys who have been put in situations in the middle of the season, in a division race. Ife Melifonwu, so get out there, kids, you're starting. Brian Branch, rookie year, you're starting all year. Oh, shit, we just lost Aleem McNeil, our best interior defensive lineman. All right, Bugs, come off the bench. I know we're deciding if we're going to play you or not play you week to week, but now you're going to be our leading guy in the middle. And what has he done? Nothing but keep that defensive run-stopping ability going strong. This defense has been awesome to watch. This defense has been fun to watch these past 2 weeks. And against the Minnesota Vikings, they were stifling against the run.
They've been stifling against the run pretty much all season.
Yeah.
I think heading into this last game, they're 7th in the league. By the way, Minnesota Vikings, who were 5th in the league, if I'm not mistaken, they still got, 160 put up on them?
Mm-hmm.
No big deal. This is what we do. You think you're good at, run deep. Listen, you guys can laugh at it all you want. You guys bring me these numbers, these advanced analytics, and I give you context, I should say. We break it down, and we're like, yo, this number 5 ranked overall run defense really hasn't really played anyone worthy of a run game. And then sure as shit, you go into the best duo in football. The best duo in football in terms of running the football, Dave Montgomery
Say it again.
and Jameer. The best duo in the National Football League.
That's not what you said.
Dave Montgomery, what'd I say?
The best duo in football.
The best duo in football. Sorry. The best duo in football, Dave Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs. And you shit all over that 5th overall ranked defense, run defense, I should say. And then you talk about our 7th ranked run defense. It's legit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they've been caught in, sleeping so much in the secondary every now and then, because they're so committed to stopping the run. But I get it. In 2014, 2013, we were the number 1 run defense, and historically, the 2nd best run defense in the National Football League with Dom Casu and the boys. But it made teams completely 5th. Made teams completely one-dimensional. You knew they just passing the ball at that point. And we have playmakers like Glover Quinn, playmakers like Darius Slade, to handle the rest of it. I think the issue where we're falling short of, I don't know, because now the Iffy's kind of arrived, we haven't had those playmakers to capitalize on these teams being one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're still evolving to that point. I think it may take another draft class to be there.
Do my eyes deceive me?
My eyes.
One Paul Thomas in the Woodward Sports Chat says, AG got this. We winning in Dallas.
Wait, what?
AG got this.
What?
From Paul Thomas.
That's a fake Paul Thomas account.
Notorious. Notorious AG hater.
That's a fake Paul Thomas account.
But
do you believe the defense after these past 2 games? Let's be real.
I'd still like to see.
The Broncos have a great offense, and there's Nick Mullins.
I'd still like to see some more consistent pass rush. Yeah, obviously, I want to see some more boobs. Booner. Just put some in the chat.
Shout out, Booner.
He's the boob guy.
He's the boob guy.
But I would like to see some more consistent pass rush from the defensive line rather than Iffy being your leading sacker in 2 straight games. I'd like to see those guys go out there and be able to get to the quarterback without sending the blitz every single play. And you're not going to see a Nick Mullins every game. You're not going to see, a half-cousin 4th-string quarterback every week who is just closing his eyes and throwing the ball down the field. So definitely need to be able to get to the quarterback more. James Houston coming back will be better. It'll definitely make that better. Who knows what Bruce Irvin's going on? Maybe he's, I don't know. Maybe the dementia finally kicked in and forgot he was an NFL player. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully Bruce is healthy and ready to go against Dallas because we're going to need him. Because if you give Dak time to sit back there in the comfortable confines of Jerry's world, he's not Nick Mullins. So he's going to make some of these throws. So I want to see him get some more pressure on the quarterback. But 4 sacks, 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
Only 17 rushing yards. You can't ask for more than that.
Chat, Chris, where you at? Because the past, I get the defense look good, but they haven't been playing the best offenses either.
Yeah, I'm still in the camp of I'm relying on the offense versus the defense. I think that this defense is capable of having good games. I think this defense is capable of having good quarters. But I don't think this defense is a overall good defense. I think it's got holes, it's got issues, and I think that that's part of my reserves with Iffy and how awesome he looked. To me, he looked like the best defensive player for the Lions in that game.
Absolutely.
He was phenomenal. But then again, I saw a game where Jerry Jacobs looked like the best defensive player on this Lions team. And so I have to acknowledge that some of these players may be inconsistent or just good in spurts. And so I'm looking at the offense, and I know that Dallas's offense is high-powered. I'm looking at Jared Goff to do what he did with the Chargers and out-duel Dak Prescott.
It's time.
That's what you need. That's what you need. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was a beast at Yu-Gi-Oh! By the way.
Oh, I was a beast.
Hey,
relax,
Meyer champion.
Relax, peasants. But I do think it's time.
I'll piece you up.
Yeah, my Buster Blader combination was 6, son.
Buster Blader, come to me with Buster Blader, you'll get clowned.
Fucking
you'll get absolutely
Buster Blader.
Yeah.
What you know about that Rocket Link deck or the Ed Minion deck?
You made that up. That's not even a thing.
Get out of here.
Hey,
Rocket League.
Bro doesn't even know what a link summon is.
I had the biggest cheat code ever. It was this card, Mucus Yolk. Shit went crazy.
That's me right now, Mucus Yolk.
You are Mucus Yolk right now. But what do you need to see out of the Lions defense to kind of against the Cowboys to keep this confidence going? Because they're not going to stop the Cowboys offense in Jerry's world.
I mean, they're not much to see right now. It's coming up this Saturday. The game is going down. I think really
we're already.
I want to see
5 days away.
T-minus 5 days. I mean, that's crazy to think about and exciting at the same time. It's like it is a semi-playoff game because it's
4
seedings.
days.
4 days, really?
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Shit. Now, to be honest with you, though, I think as much as like he may be rusty or however you want to look at it, I would be a lot more comfortable. As much as I've been praising Brian Branch, but I would be more comfortable if CJDJ is ready for this one because CJDJ has experience playing against Dak. And as much as like Dak is having an MVPS season, he's been playing some BS teams. It's a Michigan schedule, a lot of cupcakes in there. And they have yet to be outside the Philadelphia Eagles, and they know how nasty division games get. We've been bit by the Bears, and we've been bit by the Packers, who I think are for sure lesser teams than us. That's the only team they've beaten above 500. And we saw them go against the Dolphins. They took that L2. The Bills, they got demolished by. Listen, this is really up to our defense to answer the call, man. I'd rather have CJDJ back there for that situation. I know that CD's like the guy you make note of, but you make so much of a note of him that guys like Brandon Cooks kind of cook you, which I believe has like 6 touchdowns in the season. And as much as he's like 70 years old, it seems he's been playing in the league since I can remember, he's a dog still. And this year, you've seen him. The bone with arrow, Selly you've seen it a few times this year. He's still got the speed no matter what. So I think it's just up to the secondary, man. That's what I want to see. I just want to see CJDJ back, I guess, would be the answer for that one.
That's fair. That's fair.
Kool-Aid?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about Detroit Lions defense headed up against the Dallas Cowboys offense?
You know what? The Lions have done unexpected things all year. You know, I still hang my hat on that aspect of them not losing back-to-back games. And they've looked different, man, their defense the last couple weeks against the Broncos, against the Vikings. We've seen AG go and scheme up things that we've been saying all year. We know you might not have the personnel there, but at least there are some wrinkles that you can add to this defense to get some positive gains. And I think that he's done that. I believe if they bring that type of a defense against the Cowboys, it gives them an opportunity to win. The one thing I know about this Lions team is they seem to be able to block out a lot of the noise and a lot of the narratives that go on around them. Things that we might say, the things that we might think. They've just kind of steadily gone out there and they've done what they had to do. Now, I know early on in the season when they lost to Seattle, they probably shouldn't have lost that game. When they lost to the Ravens, that doesn't look as bad of a loss now. We've seen the Ravens go out there and honestly stick a couple of these top-notch teams in the NFC. So it's like my mind, when I'm thinking of it logically, says that they're probably going to go to Dallas and lose. But when I think about this thing with my heart, it kind of like with the Dan Campbell of it all.
Yeah.
And what we've seen them be the last couple weeks, I think that they give themselves a great opportunity to be able to go into Jerry's world and honestly pull off a victory, man. I really do.
And real quick, if I may, too, like, this is how much I love Dan Campbell, man. He's just like a master motivator. When it comes, like, even like this Saturday is gonna be the Jimmy Johnson like celebratory Ring of Honor or whatever it is for him, or Hall of Fame, whichever it may be. I don't know. He's getting celebrated this weekend for whatever reason. But he somehow spun that into like a celebratory situation for him and his team. Meaning, like, that's the coach I looked up to my whole life. He's born in Texas. He got to watch the triplets, like, you know, win multiple Super Bowls. He's like, that's more of a homecoming for me.
Yeah.
Perform from one of my idols, and you know, show him like what I've become. And it's like, bro, it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Because you look at that situation, and then, like, you, as a Detroit Lions player, like, damn, yeah, they got Jimmy Johnson, they're coming up a loss. He's like, no, we're about to go flex in front of my idol. You guys got to make me feel proud. This is Jimmy freaking Johnson. I grew up watching this guy. I idolize this guy.
It's the Jedi mind tricks, man.
He's a master at it, man. And so much so he's convinced me of it. Like, he's just, bro, we played the video in the intro. If you guys missed it, I promise you it's worth rewinding for. But same thing, turn around. Last home playoff game. Last playoff division title. Last league championship. Like, it's just, he speaks things into existence.
He's been calling his shots, man.
Yes, shots.
And they've been going in.
And if I may, like, this is that game. This is that game where they prove to me what they are. Because when we come against teams like the Seahawks, as you said, when we get the Ravens, we haven't fared that well. So this is a above 500 team that we go on the road and beat. I mean, whoop would obviously be ideal, obviously. But if we beat this Dallas Cowboys team on the road, Smitty, I might be talking crazy like Booner and them.
Right.
I might be talking crazy like Booner. If we beat the Dallas Cowboys, that's a fucking statement win and a half, brother.
That'd be a statement win.
Oh, man.
We got Brandon Katz in the Woodward Sports Chat saying,
Cats.
I love the optimism, but AG's big adjustments is basically him admitting we can't cover. So fuck it, let's just suicide blitz a ton. That works against bad QBs, but let's see how it works against Dallas.
We'll find
I
out.
think it's meaning more that they can't get pressure more than they can't cover, so they need to send extra guys. But I agree. It's a good quarterback will be able to analyze that and use that to their advantage.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens against Dallas, because that can make some things happen, especially when he's playing in the confines of Jerry's world.
By the way, real quick too, that's not a bad thing. Like blitzing is a good character, as a characteristic of a good defense. Like if you're willing to blitz, leaving your guys out in coverage, like man coverage in those situations, that means you have confidence in their coverage abilities. That's why Iffy being healthy has been like such a difference maker for this team. I mean, look at Wink Martindale when he was there with the Baltimore Ravens, blitz a ton. You talk about how much was there, like jerking off Brian Flores leading up to this game. He leads the league in blitzes. Yeah. Like blitzing isn't necessarily a bad thing. And AG said it. If he could have it his way, he would just play man coverage and blitz all the time. I think it's a good thing he's able to play the way he sees the game fit. His philosophy of it, I should say.
Well, let me tell you guys about Hamlin Pub. Have you ever wanted a bar where you're a regular? We have just the place for you. Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone's a regular. They got half-off pizza on Thursdays and food and drink specials for all NFL and Michigan sports game. The Smokehouse Brisket Mac and Cheese is chronic. I'm telling you, go try it. Experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. Hamlin Pub, where everyone's a regular.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
You guys want to come and party with the Heavies and the rest of the Woodward Sports crew, make sure you head over to bullseyeeventgroup.com and purchase your tickets for all you can eat, all you can drink, and a shuttle to get your drunk ass to the game. Then afterward, it's a great time. It's bullseyeeventgroup.com, sponsored you by Long Drink. It's the official Detroit Lions VIP tailgate party.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave a 5-star review. We just got done talking about Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys, what it's going to mean to play them, how the Lions defense can bounce back against the Cowboys. Let's look at the other side of the ball. The offense. What does the offense need to do to get the dub in Dallas?
Fuck you mean, do what they do.
Fuck you mean.
Run the ball, fuck their world up, shove it down their throats, pause, force them against their will. Do what the offensive linemen love to do. Let's move another human being against their will in a place they don't want to be, into the ground. Serve fucking pancakes for a breakfast special. I don't care what you gotta do, is run the ball, get Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, arguably top 10. If you're crazy enough to say it, got enough balls to say it, top 5 running back in the league right now. Fucking love this kid. Throw the 3-cam up, Chris. Look at this shit, son.
Oh, man, this is
brutal.
This is nasty.
This is, if I could find a song that would have been an edit made today. Listen. It looked like he fell down, had a seizure, a heart attack.
Oh my
bro.
goodness.
The Vikings fans were coming at Kirby Joseph for what he did.
Bro looked like he got forced.
For what he did to TJ Hawkinson.
From somewhere in the nosebleeds.
They should be coming at Jahmyr Gibbs, because this is far dirtier than what Kirby Joseph did to TJ Hawkinson. Jesus
bro got force push.
Just 2 more games.
This
two
is
more games. Like, to get this kid in space. That you want, like, what do we need to do? Oh my Lord,
God, bro.
like the aerial view is the best. He literally just looked like he got sniped from the I mean, we're me in Dallas, all due respect, but like Tom F. Kennedy, somebody like that again, just sniping out from the nosebleeds.
John, not Tom.
I'm just not Tom.
It was John
F. Kennedy. Whatever, man. Like that. Like, this kid is dirty.
Tom F.
Nasty like that.
Yeah, that was.
No, I love Maz. Don't do it to Maz.
That was
the electrician.
The electrician.
Steve Jackson.
Yeah, Steve Jackson.
Hey, Spiking. You got zapped by the electrician. Bro, play it. We got to.
Yeah, we got to keep it. You got zapped by the electrician.
Ready?
Like a bug that ran into
Dude,
the
that shit is
Bro,
so.
you
Look
know
at
what
how
gets
far
me?
he goes.
Okay.
You know what gets me?
Oh my Lanta.
Look at his face. Hey, you got to play that one more time. The view that where he's running straight on.
Lanta.
Look how he looks at the dude after he shakes him too. Watch this. Hold on, watch this right there. He takes a look like, oh yeah.
Looks back. It's like a car
crazy.
accident.
Easy
You
said,
cannot
"Oh
look.
shit."
He fucked that man's whole life
Oh
up,
my.
bro.
Listen.
And if he didn't get shoestring tackled, that would have been a tutty.
And again, another game.
Better than Bijan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better than Bijan. Better than A-Chain. Better than Roshan. He's the best. The best rookie running back. Kid's amazing. He's so fast. He's so fast. Isn't he fast?
He's very fast.
He's very fast.
Very fast.
He's elusive. It's impressive. 11th pick overall. That's why you did it. That's why you get him.
Yeah, wrong.
He's out there making plays.
Dog. I don't know if it's just like the
That dude fell
the
off a
drugs I'm
cliff. He
taking
really
to
did.
do the show, but like I'm feeling pretty confident on the Dallas Cowboys game. I really do. Like I think that offense could fuck them up. I don't know if it's again. I don't know if it's drugs I'm taking.
Bro.
What?
Oh, that fucking hot dog suit.
Well, we don't have it. I burned it.
Yeah, for real. Easy buried that bitch.
No, JB's the one that had it last.
He's gonna have to wear that for 3 weeks.
Either way, man.
He dropped his drawers. That's in hockey. They say like, oh, he left his jock strap sitting on the ice. Like that. he deflowered him. That's
wild.
He did
That is
that.
wild.
You call him father from now on. Whoever that was. Jahmyr Gibbs is your father.
My favorite was Kirby Joseph makes a pick and waves to the fans. Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Kirby celebrating that.
yeah.
He still got like 10 or 15 yards afterwards.
did.
I was like, holy shit.
People were saying like he was looking at the sideline asking if he should go out of bounds or if he should run.
No.
He
He had his hand
He
out.
was like
yeah,
this.
what do you mean? Yeah, no, what the hell?
Kirby's
Oh my God.
Kirby's awesome for that.
No, but Gibbs and Monty, that's going to be the recipe to beating the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to open up guys like Jamison Williams, who we see now emerge as like the number 2 wide receiver in this team. How about that, bro?
Yeah. Using him like a wide receiver now.
Like we're seeing him emerge.
Not using him as your token deep threat. They're giving him
Right.
the ball in different spots. They're letting him. And when's the last time he's dropped a pass?
Bro, and he's made good-ass catches.
What did I
Good-ass-
fucking say?
Good-ass contested catches.
He needs the ball more.
Hey, get
When
way
you're getting
more
one
touches.
target a game, you're going to be out of sync. Man's getting 4 or 5 targets a game now. He's not dropping it. I'm just saying. Free Waymo. He's out there making plays in space. If Amon-Ra St. Brown hits a corner on that screen, it probably would have been a touchdown. Like, they're just, the offense is clicking, bro. Ben Johnson is,
It's been clicking. Come on.
but it's clicking more now.
Bro, it's fucking, this has been clicking for 2 years straight.
Fucker and fuckatash.
Suffering fuck attack. It's been clicking for 2 years.
It's clicking more now. You see what J-Mo's bringing to the table. You see Jahmyr busting off these runs. Like,
But
this is the best we've seen this offense.
It's crazy. This is a team that ranked like top 5 in the run game last year, and you literally just missed both those running backs. Like
And you got
Jahmyr,
better.
you literally got better. Like Jahmyr is like what you wanted DeAndre Swift to be, plus a fucking extra scoop of like a lot more.
I remember where's he at? Salty. Love you, Salty. But you didn't believe us. You didn't believe us when we were saying this backfield's better.
Oh yeah.
You were like, oh, how do you get rid of that backfield? How do you get rid of Jamal Williams?
It's an upgrade all day.
Upgrade. Let me upgrade.
Great, yeah.
It's Ben Johnson is a wizard, man.
Ben Johnson is a wizard. This
He's a
offensive
filthy,
line.
filthy, dirty
Graham
little man.
Glasgow, Penei Sewell, Frank Ragnow,
naughty.
Taylor Decker.
That offensive line being healthy is definitely a big part of it.
Jonah.
Fucking 3-toe Frank out there moving people around, dude.
Three-toe Frank.
I'm happy he's back. Good old 2 toes. He's making shit happen. You got Penei Sewell being just a mauler. Just an elite, just a grizzly bear out there. Jonah Jackson getting back into game shape.
Old 2 eyes himself.
You got Taylor Decker out there feeling
Old
good
2
about
hands
himself. And, you know, the man, the mustache, the legend, Graham Glasgow, filling it right in, dude. The offensive line being healthy is key for this offense. and now they're all back and ready to go.
Yeah, the offense has never been a question for me, man. It's just the defense. The defense show up. This is a certified dub. Jameer Gibbs is him.
Tyler Chavez says Kim Ben Il.
What?
I don't know, but he's like Kim Jong Il, but Kim Ben Il.
What was
Kim
that?
Jong-un.
Because he's a dirty, filthy little man.
Oh, okay.
And he's not head coach material. You don't want him.
Yeah, you don't want him as your head coach. That's for damn sure.
Man, that offense, I feel like is going to be the key, honestly. The
Yeah.
defense, it just seems to be what it is. But who is Dak Prescott when he has to play from, with the Lions or the opposing team in the league? If the Lions offense doesn't turn the ball over, can the Dallas defense stop the Lions?
And he can't run the ball, man. The Dallas offense can't run the ball.
They haven't
Like,
into?
Tony Pollard's been trash this year. He has not been good.
Has he?
They miss Zeke. When it comes down to 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2,
Oh, yeah.
they shit their pants. They don't have a guy that's just giving the ball and get the first
Montgomery.
down. They don't have a David Montgomery.
No, they don't.
And Tony Pollard has been extremely disappointing this season. So, if you get into a shootout,
That's the thing, bro. It don't even have to be a shootout as long as you run the damn football and keep them off the field.
the motherfucking Lions go toe-to-toe with anybody with damn offenses.
I mean, punch them in the mouth from the get-go, man.
Punch them in their fucking mouth.
Put the pressure on off rip. Make it where Dak has to sit
rip.
back there and pass the ball.
What you mean?
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking because I'm pretty sure, not mistaken. Shout out to Jeff. I think he's the one to put it up on the morning show today. Gibbs is like 34th in carries, but 12th in yards.
I got Jerry Jones drafted like a 4'10" running back, and he was like, that's going to be the answer.
I guess so.
We'll get Deuce Vaughn.
4, 5,
CD Deuce
6.
versus Deuce Vaughn in the hole. Which Deuce is harder?
Wow.
Nice.
Deuce.
Gibbs with like 35 less carries, only 1 yard behind Bijan.
Yeah. He's better. He is better. It's like
9
Homelander.
touchdowns
I'm stronger.
for Jameer.
I'm better. Like, he is. He's the real hero. Like, Jameer Gibbs is the real hero.
And they started the year off with Jameer Gibbs kind of limited as well.
Yeah.
Limited. Yep. Bijan, it seemed like early on in the year, he got a lot more touches, a lot more opportunities. Jameer Gibbs, it just kind of let him ease into this thing. And now it's like full blast ahead, man.
If I was Ben Johnson, I would run the ball 15 straight plays to open the Dallas game.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Just
bro.
fucking punch them right in their dick holes. Just line it up and shove it down their throats.
Yes.
Because they're not going to be able to stop you. They could go 10 in the box, and I'm saying run the ball.
The Rona 99 in Woodward Sports Chat. All the pressure's on Dallas. You're absolutely correct. They're still fighting for their division. They're still fighting for well, I guess we're all fighting
But
for
also
C at this
they're
point. They're
playing
coming
with-
off of 2 losses. Still fighting for the division. At home, Jimmy John. The pressure is on them.
That also means they're playing with more
The back against the wall.
Yeah, desperation. A
Yeah, but-
caged animal is the worst kind.
But that's not their identity. They're not the team that's like, oh, you look at us, we got the identity of grit. The Dallas Cowboys, got to be honest with you, correct me if I'm wrong, what is their identity? Because they haven't really overcome too many tough situations. They've lost every team above 500.
Jerry Jones.
They've only beaten the cupcake teams.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have an identity to stand behind.
cupcakes.
They don't have that situation like Dan Campbell hit that locker room and be like, look, guys, last year started 1-6, came back, whoop-de-whoop, kicked that ass, all that good shit like that. Remember the Bears game. The Cowboys don't have those situations to look back on. They've had nothing but cupcakes, and the good teams they have faced, they lost.
Could you
They
imagine?
don't have an identity. Put them up against the wall.
Could you imagine Mike McCarthy trying to give a halftime speech?
Fuck no, I can't. Detroit Lions winning this game.
I can't believe that bum still has a job.
After he ended Ezekiel Elliott's career.
Yeah.
Put him in that center. What the fuck?
That was terrible.
For a 5-yard pass. And even that guy got destroyed too.
That was so bad. That was the worst play call I've ever seen.
I think we got the better offense. I think we got the better coach. Better offensive line. Better pizza.
What else?
My bitch better. My watch better.
Hey.
Fucking Papa John's, bitch. What do you mean?
Tell us
Detroit
about
Lions by a million.
Tell us
Let's
about
go.
your meat.
Hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Favorite Pack Company got the best meat in the game. Make sure you guys stop by Grosse Point for grab and go steaks or visit them online at favoritepacking.com. It's favoritepacking.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
You forget to buy a present for your ugly cousin? Is your little brother mad because the gift you gave him he doesn't like? Well, there's only one choice that you need to go to for a last minute Christmas gift, and that is Jack Labrador, the 1-card game that comes with 3 in the same box, only $20. Make sure you check it out. Jack Labrador is so much fun. It is the ultimate twist on rock, paper, scissors. Jack Labrador, scan the QR code above or go to jacklabrador.com to get your decks today. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform, leave a 5-star review for Eazy, for Kool-Aid, for Chris. I am Spencer Raxter, and we are the Woodward Heavyweights.
And we're talking about the Dallas defense. Detroit Lions defense looked pretty good against the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions defense looked good against the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's Dallas defense's resume has been built upon. These cupcakes. They ain't nothing real. They ain't nothing to be concerned about. Maybe that one guy, Deron Bland. That's about it.
Deron Bland's pretty good. Stephon Gilmore's pretty good. Michael Parsons pretty good. DeMarcus Lawrence pretty good.
We're winning.
They got some playmakers. They held the Dolphins to 22 points on the road. That's pretty good. Bills put up 31 on them. They held the Eagles to 13. They beat the Seahawks. So these are the teams they beat at home. All right, you ready? The Eagles, the Seahawks, the Durs, the Giants, the Rams, the Patriots, and the Jets. So you look at it,
that's 3 of their wins right there. Dallas and the Commanders. I'm sorry, Giants and Commanders. 2 of the biggest shit shows in the NFL right now.
They beat the Rams by 23. The Rams are pretty.
That was without Matthew Stafford. Remember he got hurt? That was that game they played without him. Got hurt in the Green Bay game beforehand. I think he actually got hurt in that game. And it was out for the Green Bay game. That may be one team that finishes above 500. They may have their resume, but again, without Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to be scared of, bro. I'm telling you. Detroit Lions come like a surprise.
So you're like confident in this?
Yeah, again, I'm on a lot of drugs right now. Just to function for the show.
Saying that.
But
Desmond Ridder, scared.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys, on the road,
chill,
confident.
Chill. Hey, that should be a most telling sign for you guys. Like the motherfucker's been like, hey, hold on, now wait, they got this, they got that. Just pointing things out. For me to be this confident, you guys should be confident too. The Detroit Lions got what it takes. I don't know how many more times I got to tell you. They got the recipe to whoop that ass. I remember I told you a few months back. This is the Midwest San Francisco 49ers without the defense. The defense could be there though. Let them keep getting healthy. I mean, we may not know. Defense looked good the past 2 weeks. I don't know what to expect coming into Dallas, but offensively, I'm telling you, bro, they're going to embarrass them a bit. They really are, unless Dallas is like pinpointing like what they need to do or be to stop the run.
They held the Chargers to 17 points on the road. That's pretty good offense. I mean, they put up 40 on us.
Austin Eckler's dead during that game.
Austin Eckler was dead during the game they played us. He's been dead all season.
No, he was healthy for us.
Yeah, but he was
literally gone for that game.
He hasn't done anything this year.
He has.
Austin Eckler's been trash all year.
He's not been trash all year.
Yes, he has.
He has not.
This is by far the worst year of his career.
Probably that, yeah. I mean, mixed with the injury, yeah. But like, well, he's healthy. He was still doing shit. He was still putting in work. Had a couple big games, but the injury derailed him.
By the way, is he going to end up having to shave his eyebrows for that take on the Lions running back?
I think Dave Montgomery's kind of falling behind a little bit.
Ooh.
But he might.
Austin Eckler played in that game.
In the Dallas game?
Yeah.
What'd he do?
4 catches, 35 yards, 14 carries, 27 yards.
Yeah, new dick.
But he played, and he just was bad. Like I said, he hasn't been good this year.
He's had his moments though. But yeah, I mean, again, if you want me to be the conservative guy, you want me to be like the fearful guy or realistic guy, I'd point to the Dallas secondary and they have opportunistic dudes like Deron Bland. And it's not just Deron Bland; it's the fact that Dan Quinn is almost seamlessly converted from Diggs to Deron Bland, meaning like as much as like these are good players, it's also good coaching scheme too. You know what I'm saying? So there is that part of it. But again, as long as we run the football, we'll open up the passing lanes.
Listen, Doc, I think they'll be able to
Form
make
a
some
fucking
things.
wall.
I think they'll be able to make some things happen against this defense. I do. Obviously, they'll be able to run the ball, but the secondary is a little scary.
Ours or theirs?
Theirs. Both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both.
for different reasons. Like the Dallas secondary is pretty. You look at
both.
You look at Deron Bland. You look at Curse. You look at Gilmore. Like they got some pretty good weapons in the back end of that Dallas defense to go with a DeMarcus Lawrence and a Michael Parsons up front. But if you run the ball, take care of the ball, you don't got to worry about that. But at home, they're different beasts. And Dan Quinn is one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL.
John Johnson says, but Jared Goff, easy. I appreciate confidence. I think every team has a hole somewhere that can be exploited. It is the job of this staff to find the holes. I think the Dallas's holes is their run game. And that's one of the strengths of the Detroit Lions offense, running the damn football. One of the weaknesses for us is the secondary. That is somewhat. You think it's a strength of Dallas? Yeah.
Passing the ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
I put up there. But again, cupcake teams, man. Like a CD, Dolphins defense is all right. It's not top 10 by any means, but it's all right. Like, CD had he didn't do shit really the last game, if I'm not mistaken. What, he did?
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey and what's his name?
Yeah.
They do have a better secondary than us for sure. But either way, though, against the better teams, they really haven't shown out. There's not really a team to be. Is it going to be a good game? Yes. Is it a pick 'em? By my standards, sure. I know Vegas is a spread at -6.
That's 3 baked in for the underdog, so it's basically a 3-point spread.
What do you say?
Most underdogs, you get a 3-point swing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a 3-point spread.
And they're home. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, -3 is like a pick 'em essentially for like yeah. But I mean -6 is still a big spread though.
Mhm.
That's like semi disrespectful. As some people would probably look at it as. But listen, man, I don't know what to tell you guys. I think I've been telling you the past 3 weeks, past 5, however long I've been saying it. And I am a little bit biased, and I'll admit that I do hate the Dallas Cowboys. I do not like the Dallas Cowboys. I'll probably always pick against the Dallas Cowboys. I've been realistic enough. Like last year, I took the Bears against us at one of those games. I was wrong. But this is a really winnable game.
You got to remember the refs.
On Jimmy Johnson night, too.
On Jimmy Johnson night in Dallas.
I don't care, bro.
You know their palms are going to be greased.
According to the Vikings fans, the refs are on the Lions side.
You remember that Seattle game?
Yeah.
What the refs did to Seattle with their
That's SOL shit. I'm not talking about those. We're talking about now. I'm talking about the brand new Lions.
I'm
bro.
just saying.
This is a brand new Lions.
We
We
definitely
ain't crying about no referees.
Definitely something they're going to have to fight through. Something they're going to have to overcome.
In 2023, we're good enough to overcome referees. We got to outplay the referees.
As a sole factor, yeah.
Huh?
As a sole factor, if that's the only factor, yeah, you are. But compounding factors, it can be a thing.
We're good enough to overcome it. Let's go. NPWMU.
So are you guaranteeing a win?
I can't guarantee nothing. But I'm picking the Detroit Lions. How about that? Fuck you and me. Are you guaranteeing a loss?
I can't guarantee nothing. But I'm not picking the Detroit Lions.
You can't just do it.
I just did. I can't do anything, but I can do that.
Chris, where you at?
I'm
on the
down
corner
south.
of 5th Street. Remember those news commercials? Where you at?
You know why I'm at. Where you at?
Or Kirkmac on 55th Street. But no, I'm taking the Cowboys. But I don't know, Eazy. I think you are actually kind of talking me into more and more of the possibility of winning, because I was looking at this team a couple weeks ago, their struggles and the defense, but the defense has stepped up. This team has seemed to have gotten its groove back. It's definitely possible. I would lean Cowboys, but I don't know. Maybe by the end of this week, I'm saying the Lions could get it done. But there's definitely some opportunity to win. Kool, where you at?
Lunchbox Hooligan says Dan Campbell's undefeated against former teams. That's not true. They lost to the Cowboys last year. But
Maybe talking about this year, maybe.
I really think this offense, man, if they can go and give the Lions an early lead, I think it puts a little bit more pressure on Dak Prescott. I think that's the key of the game. The defense has been what the defense has been. You know, Aaron Glenn has brought some interesting wrinkles, but I do agree with you. It's a situation where if Dak gets time back there, he can make some things happen. But under duress, under pressure, and when they have to kind of change up their game plan a little bit from doing the things that they want to do comfortably, that's where I think the key is. So if the Lions can get this offense going right away, take care of the football, run the ball as you've been saying, and honestly, Goff kind of play one of those games that we've seen him play where it's just like, yo, he's just on point. Even if it's a duck, it's in the in the way it's a spinning, they get there. It's like if it's that, I can see the Lions definitely pulling out a victory, man. And I like I said, this Lions team just feels a little bit different. If this was any time other than this year, I would be saying that this is a surefire Dallas Cowboys win. But for some reason, man, I know they've had some losses, but to not string together the back-to-back losses, to go and take over Lambeau Field, like that was something different seeing it. I don't care what team it is out there. The Packers have routinely housed the Lions. It don't matter who's played quarterback over the years. To see them take that entire field over, bro. I mean, even Sheila was walking around that boy like she was a queen of that place. It's just like, you know what? This team, they have the recipe to really get this thing done. I think that it is going to rest on Goff taking care of the football, the Lions running the football. And honestly, I just keep sitting here thinking, like, man, if they really take care of the ball, no matter how good Dallas' defense is or the players they got, how do they cover everybody? How do they cover everybody?
It's hard. It's definitely hard to think of a game plan when you got that many weapons. Very well said, Kool-Aid. We're going to go to break real quick, and then we'll be back taking some phone calls. So call in. Eazy put the number in the chat. We want to hear what your guys' thoughts are about your NFC North champion Detroit Lions. Let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams at all expenses paid sweet for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Let's make it awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Feldman Chevy is the #1 Chevy dealer in all of Michigan. With over 18 locations, there's one right in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the closest location near you. Also, check out Feldman Chevrolet Novi, Woodward Heavyweights. Morning Woodward Show in BDE, live from Feldman Chevrolet and Novi. Area Monday. Buongiorno.
Arrivederci.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, live on WoodwardSports.com. We have opened up the phone lines. So whether you want to call in and cry about your Detroit Lions win their first rinky-dink division, you're allowed to. We're allowing criers today. If you want to call in and cry about this matchup against the Dallas Cowboys, you can go ahead and fuck off. We ain't doing that. If you want to call and express concerns, now that's another thing. If you want to call and tell why you think Detroit Lions can beat the Dallas Cowboys, why you think Detroit Lions take the #1 seed, what do you think they'll end up with seeding actually, Spinny? 2.
I think they'll beat it.
2-1. What the fuck was that?
Maybe 3.
Trying to summon a fucking Hadouken.
But no, I think they'll be in number 3 actually.
We're cooked.
Because I do think they're gonna lose 2.
Number 3?
Dalish.
Fuck you.
And I don't see Philly or San Fran.
They both got easy schedules.
Losing one of their last 2 games.
Close game in Dallas or what?
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes.
Yeah, not.
You were saying 50, but the defense looked different.
I think Dallas going to put up a lot of points, but I think our offense can keep pace.
What if I told you? No, but what if I told you if he was playing? Does it change anything for you? I'm sorry, not if he. CJ.
Not really.
No, I think it does, man.
Doesn't really change much for me.
You think he's an upgrade over Brian Branch?
Yeah, but not really the upgrade we need. If you told me James Houston was playing, I'll be like, okay, that's something I can get behind.
Nice.
Somebody else asked me this too, actually. They mentioned, like, would you rather the situation where, okay, you don't get the number 1 overall seed, but you see a weaker team at home, meaning like you're more likely to get that playoff win at home, would you rather get the number 1 seed and see a tougher matchup?
I was talking about that to Booner in the back. Like, obviously, you'd want the number 1 seed so you can get the bye week. You don't have to worry about playing a game and stuff like that. But I fucking want a playoff win.
Yeah.
With everything in me. And if you can get that, whoever it is, Seattle, LA, one of the weaker teams the first week, it would definitely be enticing. Be hard to turn that down.
I'm with you. Like, for me, that's why for me personally, like, I want the number 2 seed, even more than number 1 seed. I want the number 2 seed. We'll see a weaker matchup, meaning like we'll get that game. And I've said it a couple weeks back too. I could think NFL was like kind of like baseball, where it's like the hot team, the hot hand. That's what typically rides into the Super Bowl. Like I've seen it many times with the Green Bay Packers, where it's like, okay, you're number 1 seed, you got that week off, but like you're kind of cold coming in that game.
You know who's hot right now?
The phone lines.
No,
Hotline
I was
Bling.
going to say the Rams, but the phone lines are hot too.
That's true. True that. Who we got on the phone line?
Hey, we got Cousin Keys from Lapeer.
Cousin Keys.
Cousin Keys.
What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Spinny. I took your cousin name and ran with it. Keys to Wisdom, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Appreciate you calling in.
I think we're going to kick some butt in Dallas this week, and I think the main reason why is momentum.
Both teams had the ability to control their own destiny. Everything they wanted was in front of them. The Lions took it by the horns. They delivered. They did everything they needed to do, and Dallas has flopped and regressed. They no longer have their own destiny within their hands. They are panicking, and Detroit is coming on like I have never seen before. This season right now is off the chains. The last time I was this excited was 1991, and I just can't say enough about Jared Goff and everything that he has done to bring us to this point right now, because we were originally supposed to still be rebuilding. The plan when we got Goff was people were thinking we had to keep him for a little bit until we could get rid of him without taking a financial hit. And then all of a sudden last year he came on Pro Bowl form. He's been Pro Bowl form again this year. He's in the thick of the MVP race, and because he has delivered for us, we are competing way ahead of schedule with all the offensive weapons, and a chance that if we go defense heavy in the next draft, we could be a long-term contender with what we have, and I'm super excited.
Appreciate you calling in, Cousin Keys. It's for sure. I mean, Goff is definitely playing at a Pro Bowl level again. He is going to make his a back-to-back Pro Bowl.
He won't be an alternate this year, too. He'll probably actually just make it.
He'll probably just make it straight up. For the second year in a row for the Detroit Lions. So it's a team effort for sure. But Jared Goff he's been great this year for the most part, for the majority of the year. Aside for he had a rough couple game stretch, but he shook it off, and he's looked good in the past 2 games. He didn't do anything super amazing against Minnesota, but he went out there, he took care of the ball, had the touchdown. I think he had like 240 280
Hey,
something
that's
yards.
that's what the game manager is all about, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, too. Yeah, exactly. They run the ball.
For
open
sure.
everything up.
Yeah, you let
Appreciate
it-
you calling, Cousin Keys.
And
Go ahead.
I think the biggest key is the offensive line. Every game that the offensive line has been able to pass block and run block, Goff has had great games. When he hasn't, the offensive line has had injuries. They haven't been able to do either run block or pass block well. We have to be able to do well to be a balanced team, to run that play action, and to have success. I don't care who you are in the league, when your offensive line is not making the blocks. And big credit to the Bears.
They got a hell of a defensive line, and they owned our offensive line this year. Once when we were healthy, and the second time when we didn't have the guys. But nobody is good when your offensive line can't block in the run game or the pass game. But when we are healthy and we are able to block, nobody can hold us back.
Appreciate calling in, man.
Appreciate you calling in,
The
Cousin
one
Keys.
thing I'll disagree on, they run the ball all year long, man. Even in that Bears game, they ran the ball. It's kind of went away from it, and that's why a lot of us were left scratching our heads. And some people were crazy enough to call up Ben Johnson. Which I mean, maybe in a sense is fair. Maybe they should have kept running the ball. But I appreciate you calling in, Cousin Keys. Spinny, do you want to know the price of gas the last time Detroit Lions won?
$1.15.
I think actually pretty close.
Last time they won the division?
Yeah.
$1.10.
It was. Oh, I just lost the page.
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I think it was $1.50 though.
$1.50?
Yeah.
Dang.
How fucking crazy is that? Do you want to know the number one song?
My mom used to talk about price of gas in the 70s. She'd be like, yeah, me and all my friends, we'd all grab a nickel and we'd give them and we'd fill up the tank.
That's insane.
I'm like, Jesus
I hate that.
Fucking Christ.
The one movie in 1993.
93. Star Wars.
Nope.
No, 93. That's 80s.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, fucking bro. Let me guess.
All right, I'll let you guess the number one song in 1993.
Number one song?
Yeah.
Hotline Bling.
No. Nickelback. Something Nickelback.
What?
No.
No, that's 2000.
Is it?
Yeah, bro.
All right. Biggie.
No.
No, that's 96.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you?
No.
It wouldn't be rap at that time either. Rap didn't really have ones like that.
That's good.
Creed.
Good point. Nope.
Nirvana.
Nope.
Prince.
Nope.
I don't know.
Oh, it's got to be something Michael Jackson, right?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney.
Oh, Whitney.
The Mars Observer was just created in 1993.
Observe these nuts. Mars is fake. Space is fake.
Well said.
It's all time conspiracy theory. Space is fake. Think about it.
Bill Clinton was president.
Bill Clinton.
Did he do the deed yet?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Get that fellatio.
Your boy Eazy was born 1993.
Damn.
And Rodney King
Old ass.
happened in 1993.
Damn.
Just a few historic events that happened the last time Detroit Lions won.
Fuck, man. You had to end it on that note? You couldn't end it on a lighter note?
Yeah.
Couldn't start with Rodney King and end with Whitney Houston?
Well, I mean,
I was born in
that's
1993.
also
There's that.
1993
Kool-Aid, how old
for
were you in
Nickelback.
1993?
When did Nickelback come out?
2000s for sure.
6 years old.
6 years old?
Yeah.
It's a little baby.
Nickelback, yeah, How You Remind Me. This is how you remind me. It was 2001. So
Yeah, 2000s.
It's not that far. It was
That's like 10 years.
7 years.
8 years.
Was
8
an
years.
Old man.
How you tell me I was there?
That's true. You
Young
were
whippersnapper.
12 years old when that shit came out.
Dude, I was 16. I was pop.
guy's driving
I just had
Bro,
my
had his
first.
first beer.
I had my first bus pop.
Yeah.
1993.
First desk pop.
Yeah, first desk pop. Well, I missed something else, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
Nickelback Photograph is a great song.
Look
Kalamazoo?
at this graph.
No, it's not what he says at all. 1993, the fall of
definitely what he
Pablo
says.
Escobar. No, it says look at this photograph.
Look at this giraffe.
Look at this.
What about Pablo Escobar?
The fall of Pablo Escobar happened in 1993.
RP to a real one.
Damn.
Kind of crazy. How much you think the price of a movie ticket was in 1993?
$2.
67 cents.
Oh wait, no. Gallon of gas was $1.50. $2.
I think it was $4.
Damn it.
How much? It's like what, 12 now, right? 13.
Yeah, $12 for a good movie.
Kind of crazy.
How much was
Nice. Good one.
I don't know. I was trying to think of something, but what else you got? You got anything else?
Ask Lucas how much were.
How much were those?
How much was the Lucas special back then? Yeah.
How much do you think it was? Probably
like $10.
10?
I was gonna say 5.
No way.
You think a movie was $4?
Is the price 70?
So
like you said
times
last
4.
Night?
Oh yeah, he said it was 70.
Is that how much you said?
I think so. He
It's
said
like
What
40.
you gotta think of?
Probably 30 or 20.
No way.
20.
No way.
Yeah.
20
is a lot.
That's not a lot
20
for that.
20
That
times
is cheap.
4 is 80, and the price of a movie was $4. 4 times 4 is 12. So the
4
price
times
of a
the cost.
movie went up 4 times as much.
But
you think the price of a Lucas special probably went 4 times as much?
Nah, bro. Lucas special was easily 35.
That's the oldest tradition, the oldest profession. So
It is.
It's been around for a while.
Just outright snitched. Damn, you guys are old as shit. Shout out the guy Ton Sain.
Todd Sain was
25 years old.
Damn.
King 23.
Damn.
Chef was 9.
Y'all old as
Dang.
shit.
Brian Perry was 10.
Damn.
Dabber was 2.
Damn. I was -3.
-2.
Movies were like $6, says Todd.
Detroit Supremacy. I was -6 in '93. Yeah.
Yeah.
-3.
Damn. We say it was 2. So I was a -6.
No, Detroit Supremacy.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that kid, born yesterday. Damn
So
it.
you're letting him get under your skin that much, and he's 20 years younger than you.
23.
That's crazy, bro. Let me tell you about Big Boy. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the veal parmigiana or the new Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The classic lumberjack, Santa Fe Garden. Also, the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with a gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop by your local Big Boy today.
Super Nintendo.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
The DVD wasn't invented in 1993. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
It's obsolete now.
Betamax, right? Or
What? Swiss.
There's something.
INS.com to get the
after
best
VCR.
home and auto insurance.
Laserdisc?
Visit my guy
Laserdisc.
Mark directly. Mark at SwissINS.com.
I think it's called Laserdisc. It was like in between VCR and DVD. I had a VCR.
I had a VCR too.
I remember the. I watched this one Scooby-Doo movie, the Mystery Island one.
You young as hell.
I watched that shit so much it broke.
I had Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy's a good movie.
Tommy Boy's a banger.
Puff the Magic Dragon. Watch that movie a lot.
Never ending story.
That shit's weird.
Fire. Gas.
That dragon's weird. looking.
Sebastian.
Puff the Magic Dragon shits on Never Ending Story. Laser disc. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
How crazy though, we're like that.
VHS and Betamax.
Like DVD wasn't even a thing. Was invented, now obsolete. All while we were like.
Yeah,
living
it's
life.
like cassette tape or not cassette. Floppy disc.
I do remember.
You had a floppy disk?
Floppy disk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a floppy disk. Yep.
Thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
This whole homework assignment's in this disc.
Yeah.
Then USBs. Now those are gone
USBs.
too. Cloud's kind of becoming
Yeah.
a thing.
It's the cloud.
Kool, who we got on the phone?
Yeah, look, we got Running 99 from
Let's go.
Lansing.
Runyon. Shout out, Runyon.
See, I told him that you guys were going to screw up my name.
He did.
It's for old time's sake.
What's going on, brother?
You have to.
I know. I'm with you. Hey, the never-ending story was the bomb.
Let's go.
You know?
Puff the Magic Dragons, brother.
Let's go, man.
Puff the Magic Dragon never had a sequel.
No,
Never
man,
had a story
never-ending
like
story
five.
was the shit.
Just saying.
You know. Now, Eazy, you got to get over being worried about Dallas. We are.
That's
this is that year.
Yeah, Easy.
No, that's Easy. Easy is the one who's spazzing about Dallas.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying we'll whoop their
but
ass. I'm the one saying we're gonna beat them. Spinny's the one nervous.
Oh, okay. Well, Spinny, go smoke something, man. Chill out.
Yeah.
The reality is that this is shaping into that payback year.
Big payback.
Where we pay the big payback. That's what we're going to call this year, the big payback. Because we're going to pay back Dallas. You know, we're going to pay back either Seattle or Los Angeles. Okay? And now that this facade of invincibility has been stripped away from San Francisco, and we see that just like everybody else, they're a football team who can make mistakes. I think our chances are really, really great to run the table, and here's why. We got Dallas's number, and Minnesota will just be like, they'll be done because I think the Packers are going to beat them. So we went out. The Rams will be desperate in that last game to solidify or secure their playoff spot. We can end up with the number 1 seed. Now the problem is going to be Philly, but who's really trusted Philly all year, to be honest? Because most of their games have been close. Most of their games have been decided by a play or two. So I'm not really all that worried about, having to go, if we had to go to Philly and beat them. Detroit has something that they have not had for literally decades. And again, since I was 36 in '93, I'll drop that on the table. Damn, that's what I said every day. But hey, I'm still here, baby.
Hell yeah.
But the challenge is simply that what's different with this team is its self-belief. Okay, they've established the run. They've established themselves as a threat to go off on you at any second with the multitude of offensive weapons that they have. They've never had that. But the key now, I believe, is going to be simply the defensive secondary. With the way that they play, they can go 4-2-5 easily and bring one of those guys up to not just be a nickel, but to be a pass rusher against Dak. Dak does not do well under pressure. So we can get to him through our blitz packages and pressure, because the rushing four is just not doing it. But if we can get to him with some specific pressure and blitz packages, he will make mistakes. And Dak is the kind of guy who will go hero ball on you, because they'll be desperate because they know they have to win at any shot. So I'm liking where we're at, guys. Love you all. Chris, I still don't have my wrench. I'm coming to see you about that. And
yeah, Chris.
Yeah,
hey.
Chris.
It's in progress. It's in progress.
Let's Lions on, guys. We're doing well.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for the
Yes,
show.
sir.
And I just want to say how much I really do appreciate you guys, man. I'm recovering from cancer and still fighting that. But you guys have brought so much, laughter and joy to the sports process this season to make it as memorable as it's been on field. So thank you very much from all of your fans out cheer.
Appreciate you, Runyon. Appreciate you,
Hey,
Runyon.
keep fighting the good fight
Appreciate
too,
you,
bro.
guys.
Keep fighting a good fight. We wouldn't be able to do it
Shout out
without
to
you, man.
One of the
All
best.
right. All right. Peace out, guys. Peace
See
out.
you-
Happy New Year.
See you later,
Peace
brother.
out,
Happy
Runyon.
New Year's. That's awesome, man.
Danny Rax just listened to Jackie's DMs in '93.
Danny Raxter was working on kid number 4 in '93.
Damn.
My sister was born in '94.
Oh damn,
Yeah.
that man been pumping.
Every 2 years.
Paul.
Damn.
We're all 2 years apart. At one point,
They play
had,
it that way or no?
I don't know. If they did, they're fucking lunatics. But at
That is
one
kinda
point,
crazy.
they had an 8, 6, 4, 2, and newborn all in the house at the same time. 8-year-old, 6-year-old, 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and a newborn. All in the house at the same time.
Makes sense.
That'd be fucking terrible, bro. It sounds like a nightmare.
I mean, I like kids.
I was a chill ass baby though.
Yeah.
That many kids though?
Yeah, you're right.
5? And none of them can like form complex fucking thoughts yet. Except for my oldest brother, he's fucking super genius, so he's probably doing some weird shit already. But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you all tapping in. Lions, baby.
Love you guys.
NFC North champions for the first time ever. Love you all. Make sure you like and share the stream for the boys. For Eazy, for Kool-Aid, for Chris, I am Spencer. We are the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Free Joey Morrison. Peace.